Good morning, everybody. This is Melanie Wagner, Development Director here at Meals on Wheels for our Friday update. Over the course of the past several months when we've been bringing you these updates, we've had the pleasure of interviewing some donors, some volunteers, and today we have our Executive Director, Laurie Ashley. Good morning, Laurie.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm good, thanks.
Good. Can you just tell us, first of all, how many years ago and how did you first get involved with Meals on Wheels?
I have been here for 16 years. My first involvement was just knowing about Meals on Wheels and kind of what Meals on Wheels did. But I was working for another agency, and I like to call her my work angel, Christy King Brock, who works with AIM, that we work really collaboratively with. She called me up one day and she said, "Have you sent your resume over to Meals on Wheels?" And I said, "No, why?" And she said, "Well, you need to." So from the start of that, I went to an interview and just went in it with an open mind, but wasn't any more interested in it than I was the previous job that I had. But after I interviewed the first time, I really fell in love and realized that that's where my passion is. And I think you're going to ask me a question later that'll kind of give you some information about that.
I am, because I know the elderly and homebound are near and dear to your heart. And aren't we so glad that she did do this interview 16 years ago and has now been executive director for 16 years. So you came in as that role,
That's
correct?
Right, I did.
Well, it's been a great experience, I know, for you. So let's share a little more. Given the recent changes in the environment and the circumstances in our community and in our world, how have you noticed community and volunteer response as a result of that?
It's truly been amazing. As we first started talking about COVID and how that was going to affect a lot of our volunteers who were older and what we were going to do. So we had a lot of changes very fast, but we put a call to action out to the community and just had a tremendous response. As you know, New Spring Church brought in a lot of their staff members and have helped us. And, it's just been a huge blessing to have folks who love our community and love our folks and to be out there and help us when our older volunteers could not be here.
Yes, exactly. And the volunteers are amazing, but the folks who have stepped in have done a great job as well. So what is your favorite part, though, of being involved in this industry as a whole, dealing with the elderly and homebound population? What's your favorite part?
Well, so this, just to kind of give you a little backstory, ever since I was a tiny little girl, every Sunday afternoon we would go visit my grandparents, and that was the highlight of my week. I would run in from the door. I can just almost envision myself running from the screen porch and running and jumping into my grandfather's lap. And I won't say that I was his favorite, but we sure did have a good time together.
She was his favorite.
I doubt it. I have some family members that might see this.
Okay.
But I just love sitting in his lap and twiddling with his ears and his hair, and he let me do that kind of thing. And then just to advance a little further, as I was in college, I was majoring in human services and needed to do an internship, so I did that at a nursing home. And this very special lady I spent a lot of time with, she was blind, so I would go in and read stories to her every week and just sit with her and talk about the pictures that she had on the wall and describe those to her because she couldn't see them, but she could tell me all about who was in that picture by me telling her what the person was wearing or whatever. So that's a huge memory of mine of just spending time with her, and that's how I just became to love the elderly. I think they are a wonderful, great part of our lives, and I don't want them to be forgotten.
And I know that is something that you speak a lot about, that they could so easily be the forgotten generation, and you're making sure to be their voice and to be their advocate in the community, as we all are as staff here at Meals on Wheels. But I just love your story. I love that you have such a heart for that particular sect of the population. Any last charge you may want to give to our wonderful community out in Facebook who have just helped us through this time? Anything you might want to leave them with today as they're seeing what the future's going to hold, how they're going to continue to be involved here at Meals on Wheels?
Sure. Well, so many times we talk to volunteers who say, "I didn't realize what a blessing this was going to be for myself. I heard you needed help, so I just came and thought I'd do it one time or whatever you needed." And then they build those relationships, as we just talked about, with these people that they go out and spend time with. And so I would charge to the community, if you're looking for something to do, this can be tailored to the amount of time that you need to spend working in the community or volunteering in the community. You can take an hour a week, or you can take an hour a month, or heck, you can take an hour a year to help us.
Exactly.
We will be happy to fit you in as your time permits, and you will get a huge blessing out of it yourself.
And speaking of time, I know you're a very busy lady, so thank you so much for taking time to chat with us today. And again, on behalf of all of us here at Meals on Wheels, thank you for all that you do, and God bless you.